The University of Iowa has a strong tradition in performing arts, with widely respected programs in theater, music, opera, and dance. At the heart of UI's thriving classical music scene is the Maia Quartet. In the last decade, the Maia Quartet has received wide acclaim, recording, performing around the world, and serving on the faculty of the UI School of Music.
When I joined initially, I was kind of blown away by the beauty of the sound. It's intense and difficult and wonderful enough to be able to play individually. When you step into a string quartet, there is a whole new situation.
I think that from the moment we all played together, we kind of knew, we were like, oh, this feels really good. It was very exciting.
In 10 years at Iowa, the Maia Quartet has been widely recognized for its innovation and versatility.
We're four very different personalities, and that, I think, brings a certain kind of fire and interest to the group, and also for anybody in the audience, there's probably somebody up on stage they can relate to.
One of the founding members of the Maia Quartet, Elizabeth, has seen her audience grow through the years.
You know, the quartet is actually a very visually interesting thing to watch. You know, there's a lot of movement.
You see the beauty. This is beautiful to watch them, to feel that energy, to see them play. They're dancing. They're dancing, they're moving.
Interdisciplinary works are helping the quartet connect with new audiences.
We try to reach a wide array of people. I feel that sort of combining music with different genres gives an entry point for a lot of different members of the community.
You know, you kind of have a built-in audience of people that normally go to concerts and stuff, and that's why it was so fun for us to do the dance gala, because I think a lot more people heard us than would normally come to a Maia Quartet concert.
We're also very interested in building younger audiences, so we go into places where you wouldn't normally hear classical music, and you certainly wouldn't hear string quartet music. It teaches us very directly what we already know, which is music is a very universal language.
Connecting with youth through music education is part of the quartet's mission at Iowa. At an afternoon lesson, Zoran coaches a young ensemble.
I love to teach in the afternoon. Playing a string quartet, you're dealing with humanity on the most basic level. And the children represent humanity on a very basic level.
I think the more you can kind of articulate something and try to explain it, I think that just helps your own performance and being able to analyze yourself and how things work.
Within the quartet, each instrumentalist has a different but equally important role.
The viola is not the most prominent instrument when you go to a quartet concert. It's more the behind-the-scenes person that really, if the job is done well, helps make the music all that much more compelling and interesting.
All the intricate parts that are so important in a string quartet happen in the inner voices.
As first violin in his previous group, Zoran appreciates the challenges of each role.
The first violin part is technically extremely demanding. Because of that, they concentrate a lot more on themselves, and they need all the help they can get from underneath.
I feel like a lot of the kind of drive and energy comes from the bottom. We kind of think of ourselves like Russian dolls, a little bit like you have to kind of each one get inside the bigger sound.
In 2009, the quartet celebrates 10 years in residence at Iowa. While the flood of 2008 left the future of UI's performing arts facilities uncertain, the Maia Quartet and all of Iowa's performing artists are forging ahead.
You know, we've had to be very creative in terms of what we're doing, space-wise, performance-wise. You know, we don't have a venue. It's made me, I guess, appreciate what performing has taught me. And, you know, we can play a concert in pretty much any space we need to.
In this small, contained way, I learned how to be a better person, and how to be a better human being, and how to relate to my instrument, and how to relate to others.
You know, for me personally, the joy of life is to be in a situation where you're constantly challenged, to learn and to grow.
To learn more about Iowa's Quartet in Residence, visit MaiaQuartet.com.